Hey, hello everybody, it's Big Dog. I know it's been a while I've been on here. I had a little bit of health issues. I was in the hospital for 14 days. I've been out for about 2 weeks, but I'm not quite right. I'm halfway there. Let's go over some things. So I've been on the phone dealing with an old buddy of mine, and he contacted me to another gentleman that had personal collection, and we're gonna get into this. So I have a buddy named Boomslang. Check him out on YouTube. He does baseball cards, sports cards. Check him out. And then he had reached out to me that his buddy had some a vintage G.I. Joe and Star Wars collection, some modern stuff towards the other end, and wanted to off it. So we made a deal, and I purchased this. So he went ahead and he kept everything pretty good. Like he's already marked them out: 1983s, 84s, 85s. There's 86s. And it goes all the way up to 89, 90. So let's get into what we have here. Almost every one of these figures they're super clean. A lot have their weapons and their accessories. So, and they're all pretty much really, really, really good shape. There's stands in here. It's Cobra. Lady Jane. So, just bear with me, guys and girls. So, she's got a little doggy. Like I said, a lot of accessories. Here's the Indian. He's got almost everything. Super clean. This is a super, super clean collection. And I just picked this one up. There's some mixed stuff in here. You got some Street Fighter guys in here. This guy here is pretty cool. He's got all his weapons and gadgets. He's got a broken arm, but it's actually just needs to be put back in. It looks like it's not actually broken. So there's the twins. They are missing one gun. I just sold my set with the box out of the store. There's one of them. All their guns. Like I said, a lot of accessories, man. All the stands are in here. This guy had a really, really clean collection. She needs a rubber band, but she's complete in there. And again, man, I can't tell you how clean these are. They're super, super clean. Sergeant Slaughter. We're going to jump a table in a second. We'll come back in a minute. But so that's all the figures of G.I. Joe. Like I said, they range from 83 all the way up to 90. And I do have a bag myself that I'm going to have to pull out and sort and add to what they are. We'll skip this table, come back. Let's get into here. So this was all in the deal too. Now, a couple trailers. That was pretty cool. G.I. Joe does good in my store, so that's complete. That's complete. His. There's index cards back here. The figures to this are actually in that over there somewhere. I just ain't went looking for it yet. So here's the whale. Now I was told it was almost complete. Looking at it, it's close. Does come with the driver. It's missing 4 missiles. I have a better one of these. My shrouds aren't broken. This is missing a shroud and a prop. It does have the motorcycle, but the cycle is missing the back wheel. I don't know if I have a wheel. What else? One little clip is broken here for hinge air. The bottom door has got broken edges, but I think it's got one. I think mine is that one's good. This does have the sled, which mine doesn't have. And I think between the two, I will definitely be able to make one. So that's going to do it on the G.I. Joe. So let's jump back here for a little minute. Let's move this that way. So there was a toy show, which I'll get into in the next video, that I went to last week at the North Shine Club in Delaware, which I'll get into the next video because I'm going to do a video of what I picked up from there. There was a few people that watch my videos that I got to meet, and if you came out and met me and got some deals, thank you so much, and we'll go from there. So I bought this deal right before I went to that show. It was all included, but I bought it, and there was a complete X-Wing with Luke the pilot, so I wound up selling that. There was a chicken walker. I wound up selling that with Ryder, a couple figures. But here's a TIE fighter and the land speeder. Now the land speeder's complete. TIE fighter is pretty good. I might have to get another one of these clips here, which I think I have, because the little boobs or pecs that go in there that clip onto this are a little worn out, so they don't stick quite well. But I have one of these laying around, and I think I only have one wing, so it'll be perfect fit to fit. And then it needs a sticker kit because all the stickers off of it. But really nice. So let's get into the figures. So this is broke up like Star Wars. So there's Luke. There's Leia. This is the telescoping R2-D2. I don't want to pull it out, but and he is he's really clean. Like I said, this gentleman took care of this stuff, and when he put it in his collection, he made sure that he found the better stuff to put in his collection. There's C-3PO. One's really gold and one's more little faded. There's Han. There's Obi with his cape, and it's like no rips in it at all. Well, these guys, they call these guys the Sand People. His cape's in great shape. Now this guy here. There's Darth Vader with his saber. And really good shape. And I'm talking no rips in that vinyl. Nothing. Stormtrooper. Little yellowing, but not too much. Another Chewie with his little, actually that's Sand People, I think. I think it's in the wrong spot. But that's the Star Wars first movie. The Empire Strikes Back. So got the mechanic droid. He's got his gun. IG-88 got his gun. Some fat-headed Luke's in here. Brown hair and blonde hair. I don't know what's the variant, but this guy with a gun. Han with his gun. Death Star droid with his gun. Little box droid. I don't know what they call him. Death Star droid. And now Return of the Jedi, which is really cool, because this Ewok has all his gadgets. That chief, whatever his name is, just Wicket. He's got his gun. Here's a Leia with her cape. This vinyl's really nice. No rips in that. Super clean stuff. There's Guido. There's the Emperor. And like I said, they all have their weapons. Even that guy. So, that's the vintage Star Wars. I did good at the show. I think I sold 1, 2, 3, about 5 pieces out of that lot, which has got me about a third back to my money back, but I think I'll be fine, so it's not a big deal. Super clean collection. So let's go back to this table. There was some Black Series. They're in bags. I know it's hard to read and watch, but a couple Mandalorians in there. There's the pod with the baby in there, the child. There's another one. So that's the Black Series. So now we're going to get into this stuff. Now this is all 90s stuff. I usually don't buy this stuff, and if I do, I buy it in bulk. But this is super clean, and I do have some friends that like the 90s stuff over the vintage stuff. So let's kind of get in what we have here. I do like the fact that these are cloth, waste the plastic. And like I said, a lot of these guys have weapons. I mean, you see how that is? That don't look like Star Wars. Who knows? But, crossbow. The detail in these figures are really nice. A couple droids. There's his face. Some leg armor part. C-3PO. What's that? The ant. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's like an IG-88. There's just parts everywhere. I don't even know who this guy is. I guess he's Star Wars. You don't know. Han. There's Anakin. Guido's cool. I said the detail on these guys are pretty nice. There's the Aunt and Uncle. There's our R2-D2. There's the Luke. Slave Leia. A lot of pieces in here. There's Vader. Obi. The princess is there. There's another droid. I don't remember some of these guys. Kind of Ren's in there. That's a little. I don't know what it is. That guy's cool. Like I said, some of these cards I don't even know. And this is something that I had, I just picked up. I just threw it in here. It's a Clock of BB-8. Works perfect. So, I have, like I said, this was G.I. Joe, older vintage Star Wars, vintage G.I. Joes, all the way up to 90, and then some newer Star Wars stuff, 90 Star Wars stuff. See something you like? Reach out to me. Let me know. This will be going up for sale soon. Shooting for Columbus this weekend. Hopefully I can make it. Really depends on the weather. It's supposed to be around 70 degrees. So that's good weather for me. Rate, subscribe, hit that like button. Reach out to your friends. Till the next one. Big Dog's out. Everybody stay safe.